Hey guys, I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes to see if, yeah, actually started a little early, so I'll wait a couple minutes. But while we wait, we definitely will need some props today. As always, I recommend any and all props to be ready, nearby, and available in case you ever need a modification of your own. But let's go ahead and keep 2 blocks and a pillow or a bolster handy, and like a smaller pillow. Let me show you. So just a small, normal size pillow. If you don't have that, you can always use a folded up blanket or a rolled up towel. Any of those options will work. And depending on if you're really inflexible or just feeling stiff today, you may want to have a strap available as well. Oh, and one last thing to mention. We will also be using a wall for our first pose. So if you can position yourself where you're near a wall, or if you're doing your practice in bed, which I absolutely love, if you have like a headboard that's pretty long enough for you to be able to stick your feet up onto the wall. Otherwise, you can do this. You don't have access to a wall like conveniently with your space. You can use a chair or like a sofa or bed to put your feet against. Just anything that's not going to give to your weight. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining today's class recording. We will move through 1 hour of yin practice with meditation and mindfulness and breath work incorporated. So again, to start, you will need at least one small pillow or a rolled up towel or blanket to place underneath your low back, 2 yoga blocks, and you may want a strap. So when you're ready, start to come to a seated position on your mat, any comfortable seated position. And gently, slowly close your eyes if that feels available. Otherwise, if you're going to keep your eyes open, try to have a soft gaze with no particular attention towards any one place. And let's take a breath together here. So exhale, empty out your lungs wherever they are. Take a nice inhale slowly through the nose. Open your mouth and exhale. And start to bring your awareness towards your breath, returning to natural breathing rhythm. And as we take this time to arrive on our mat, on our bed, in our space, allow yourself a level of curiosity towards your body, as if you were an outsider looking in, noticing how your body is feeling today. Notice what the shape is, if you feel any tension, and if so, where. As you begin to connect with how your body is feeling in this moment, to connect with your breath, see if you can notice even more subtleties in your body. By now, you have probably identified the main areas of tension that you feel in your body, if any. See if you can go beyond that. It's easy to notice the neck, the shoulders, the hips maybe. How about let's notice a couple areas that we tend to neglect. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, the heel of your foot, the space in between your toes. Bring your awareness to the back of your throat, the roof of your mouth, the back of your tongue. Let's take 2 more breaths together. Empty out your lungs, exhale. Take a nice, slow inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. One more, really exaggerate the exhale here. Allow yourself the freedom to make some noise. Exhale, empty out your lungs wherever you are. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Let's go ahead and get set up for our first posture. And so you'll position yourself very close to the wall. Place a pillow or a rolled up towel or blanket about 1 hand's distance away from the wall. From here, you're going to come to a fetal position. So come to the left side of your pillow. Make your way slowly, lying on your side. Hug your knees in like a tight little ball. And on your next exhale, roll over so that you are rolling onto the pillow. You can reposition the pillow, so you can even plant your feet against the wall to help you lift your bum up and adjust the pillow so that it is comfortably supporting your low back. You might need to wiggle a little bit so that you can let your tailbone be gliding off of the pillow. From here, extend both of your legs long and rest them against the wall. Extend your arms out wide. You can put them out into a T if you'd like more of a chest stretch. You can have them down by your sides. You could even have them overhead if that feels good. This position is very, very variable, so find what feels good for you. As always, you're more than welcome to add more props. For example, a pillow or a blanket or towel may feel really supportive to have behind your head and neck. You could also try having a pillow on both sides of your arms. Like this. You can have 3 pillows, 1 for your neck, 2 for your arms. Once you have settled into a position that feels comfortable and stable, we'll be holding this pose for about 5 minutes. So ensure that you're really comfortable. And then allow the weight of your body to sink into the ground. Bring your awareness back to your breath once again. Notice if your mind had began to wander away from your body, away from the present moment, the sensations you're feeling. And know that that is totally normal and expected. So that anytime your mind wanders, you can even thank yourself for those thoughts and see them as an opportunity to practice your breath work, to practice your awareness. And so that each and every breath is a new opportunity for you to learn something about your body and how it's feeling in this moment. This pose is really wonderful for anybody who is on their feet all day. Maybe you have to stand at work, or when you need a rebalance of energy and flow in the body. It's also really good for when you have a headache because it allows a lot of blood to come into your head and torso. Notice if you are still carrying any tension, if you're still gripping or clenching or holding. See if you can surrender and release even more. Let the weight of your feet, especially your heels, really dig into the wall. Know that the wall is there to fully support your weight. Soften your jaw, relax all the muscles in your face. Let your rib cage flare open. Let your collarbones expand. In your own time, ensuring that you're moving very slowly, staying connected to your breath. Bend one knee into your chest, and bend the other knee into your chest. And keeping the pressure of your feet against the wall, use that pressure to very gently lift your lower back off of the cushion. Slide the cushion out from underneath you and lower your back down to the ground once more. Hug your knees in close so that your feet come off of the wall. And we'll stay here in this wall position for about a minute, just to reset. Think about allowing your spine to fully connect with the ground. Your tailbone, your low back, each and every rib, your shoulder blades. Imagine that each time you take a breath, you're sinking, you're melting even more into the ground beneath you. On your next exhale, slowly roll onto your left side. Push yourself all the way up to a seated position. From here, we're gonna move into a child's pose. And so bring your knees out as wide as the mat, maybe even wider, or a little bit narrower if you need a little bit less intensity. If you have really a lot of flexibility in your hips and your shoulders, you may even want to adjust so that you're not sitting on your heels. So spreading your knees wider than hips distance, and then also allowing your feet to come to either side of your glutes. That way, when you fold forwards, your pelvis and torso have all the space they need to fold even more forwards here. So if you need any props, you may find it more comfortable to place a pillow beneath each knee, not knee, in between your legs, smushing the pillow, or you could have it beneath each knee. That may feel pretty nice. One of my favorite options is to hug a pillow in front of me as I fold forwards. So taking whatever you need here, also a block underneath your forehead may feel nice, or you may just do no props. Once you make your way down, walking your palms as far in front of you as you can, keeping your heels really sinking down, keeping your hips sinking down into your heels, and then reaching with the shoulders to feel a nice stretch all along your spine and shoulders. Allow your head and neck to hang heavy. If your forehead can rest into the ground or a block, you'll find some particular comfort there. And you may even notice more lengthening in your neck that way. Guide your awareness back to your breath again. Notice if and how it has changed. And notice these things without judgment. Simply taking them as an opportunity to learn about your body. And nothing is right or wrong. Soften your jaw one more time. Relax your forehead, the space between your eyebrows, your cheekbones. Relax your shoulder blades, let them be even heavier. Just a few more moments, a couple more minutes in this pose. You're welcome to stay where you are. If you'd like to add a little bit more of a shoulder stretch, from here, you can bend at your elbows, clasp your palms or interlace the fingers together, and then draw the forearms and hands so that your head is going through the space between your hands. From there, your palms will rest against your upper back. And the more your shoulders release, the further down your fingertips can travel down your upper back, maybe even reaching towards your shoulder blades or your middle thoracic back. And slowly release the hands and bring the palms back to the mat if they aren't already there. Push into the palms of the hands to raise your torso back up very slowly. Take your time here. Prepare yourself to come into a tabletop position. So you're on your knees and hands. And from here, you can take a couple mindful moments of your own. So doing what feels good. If you want to roll out the spine, if you want to do a couple cat-cows, or if you just want to find stillness, we'll spend just a moment here. You can do circles. And on your next inhale, root down in your left hand, really firming into the palm of that hand, the knuckles. Exhale. Inhale and lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, thread the arm through so that your right palm is facing up, and you're going to bring your weight onto your right shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch in your right shoulder. It should feel like a pulling or separating. From here, if you would like a little bit more intensity, your left arm can come overhead. You can rest your chin down on the mat, or you can rest the left cheek against the mat. And if you still need more intensity, you can push into the ground with your left palm and think about twisting into your right arm so that you're feeling even more of a stretch. If you need a little bit less intensity, you can bring your left arm just down by your side or out to a T instead of overhead. Check in again with your breath. Notice if your mind had begun to wander away from the breath, away from the body, and lovingly, patiently guide it back to your next full inhale, full exhale. And see if you can smooth out your breath. Allow it to be calm, to be slow and steady. Notice if you've begun to clench or tense anywhere, especially noticing if you've begun to curl up or ball up your hand. See if you can relax your palm, relax your fingertips, relax every muscle. You don't need to hold this pose. Relax the back of your neck, soften your jaw. And it's natural in these longer held postures to start to feel panicky or feeling the urge to move or fidget. When you notice these thoughts arise in your mind, see if there's a way you can take a moment, pause for one breath, and see if there's a way you can be with this feeling without reacting to it, responding to it. Notice where this urge to move comes from. The busyness of the mind, an unsettled nervous system, and you can trust and know that your mind can work for you just as much as it can work against you. And you have the ability to choose how your mind will work for you in this moment. On your next inhale, slowly push into your left hand. Use your core, sink your hips back into your heels, and lift back up. Come back into a tabletop and invite in a little bit of movement here if that feels right for your body today. And then come all the way down on your belly. Place one palm over top of the other and rest your forehead on top of your palms. Let's take one breath together here. So take, exhale, empty out your lungs wherever you are. And take a slow inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. From here, place your forearms on the mat in front of you. Push into the forearms and walk them back so that your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Coming into Sphinx pose, we're then going to actively draw the shoulders down and back. Feel this stretch in your spine, especially in your low back. Relax everything else. Relax your feet, your legs, your face. And if it's available, you can even allow your head and neck to hang heavy. Just maintain that shoulder activation. One of my favorite modifications in this pose, especially if you're feeling a little tired today, is to place a pillow. You could even use a block. You can place it right underneath your chest so that your rib cage has a little bit more support, and this will take some pressure off of your shoulders. You can also walk your hands a little bit forwards in front of you. Your elbows will no longer be directly underneath your shoulders. So this can also relieve some pressure off of your shoulders if you're feeling any uncomfortableness there. This posture is really, really nice for anybody who works at a desk all day or at a computer or on your phone. It activates the deeper tissues in your low back and your kidney meridians. Keep using your breath as a way to stay connected and present to your body. Enjoy this time for yourself. Give yourself all of the attention, all of the love. In your own time, slowly release the hands and allow your chest to come back to the mat. You can rest your forehead on top of your palms again. Let's take another breath here together. Exhale, empty out your lungs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Slowly push yourself all the way back up into a tabletop. Take your time. And we'll move on to the thread the needle on the other side. So on your next inhale, lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale and thread that arm through. Come to rest your chest into your left shoulder. From here, again, you're welcome to rest your left cheek or right cheek, depending on what level of intensity you want. So if you want less intensity, you can rest your left cheek, left arm against the floor. You can keep your right arm tucked in. If you want more intensity, you can either keep your chin on the ground looking forwards and extend your right arm overhead, or you can even rest your right cheek on the floor, which will help you twist more into your left shoulder. Notice again if you've begun to tense or clench anywhere, especially your jaw. See if you can soften your jaw. Relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Breathe into the back of your throat. Relax your throat and your vocal cords. Allow the back of your neck to relax and lengthen. On your next inhale, slowly sink your hips back into your heels. Push into the palm of your right hand to lift back up. Make your way onto your back. And let's take a nice full body stretch here. So extend the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and have the palms flipped up, facing away from you. You can either flex or point your feet. But imagine in this moment that you're taking the first stretch of the day. You've just woken up from a long nap. And allow yourself this moment to really enjoy all of the lengthening in your body. Open up the space. And allow your breath to flow through. Find stillness once again. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow the knees to fall apart, coming into a supine butterfly pose. From here, if you feel a little bit too much tension, you're welcome to place pillows or blocks underneath your knees for extra support. You're also welcome to place something underneath your low back, or you can lift your pelvis up and tuck your pelvis under a little bit, tucking your tailbone, curling it up, and resetting. And since we just did all of that shoulder work, it may feel good to have your arms out to a T or a cactus here, or you can just have them down by your sides. Find whatever feels good for you here. See if you can allow your shoulders to be even heavier into the ground. If you like, you can take a moment and nestle your shoulder blades more into the ground. You can bring them a little closer together so that your chest has more room to open. Think about the tops of your shoulders relaxing, becoming heavy. See if you can open up and create more space between your neck and your shoulders. Feel the connection of your skull and your head into the ground. Where do you feel the weight of your head? How is it being supported by the earth beneath you? Can that support be even stronger? Can you let your head be even heavier? Soften your jaw. One more time. Relax your eyebrows, your eyelids. Now, earlier when we were identifying the areas in our body that felt tense, notice if those same areas are still feeling tense, or if your body has changed. Keeping in mind that there's no right or wrong here, simply an opportunity to learn about your body, to accept and love your body exactly as it is right now. For these next moments, if there is an area of tension, whether that be in the physical body or in the mind, mental tension, emotional tension, let's see if we can direct our breath, our life energy towards these areas of tension. opening those spaces up, releasing what no longer serves us, creating even more space for us to invite in new, beautiful, light energy. And so those areas of tension, imagine, visualize those areas as carrying a certain level of darkness. Maybe they appear a little gray or dark red. As you inhale, imagine that you're breathing in this beautiful, strong light. This light so strong, it rivals our sun, even stronger. So that with each and every breath, those areas of darkness, of tension in the body and the mind, clear up. The sunlight shines on them and releases the darkness, revealing a whole new wonderful space for you to invite in whatever energy will serve you best today. And the stronger you can believe it, the stronger you can visualize it with detail, with power, with intention, the better it will work for you. So if you imagine your whole body glowing with this beautiful light, it will, your cells will feel it. Your body and your soul will feel it. In your own time, slowly bring the knees back together. You can use your hands to support your legs as you do this. Place the soles of the feet back on the ground. And extend your legs all the way long on the mat. Bring your arms down by your sides, close into your body. Wiggle your shoulder blades together so that your chest and collarbones have room to open and expand. And if it feels okay for you today, I invite you to have your palms facing up, showing the universe, the air around you, the energy around you, that you're open to receiving, whatever energy you need more of to find more balance. It could be love, light, happiness, clarity, strength. Whatever it is, as we lie here in our final resting pose, Shavasana, we'll invite in this energy as we practice our breath work. The full body inhale, notice how your whole body expands, moves when you inhale. As you exhale, notice your body becoming heavier into the ground, strengthening its connection to the earth, to your sense of stability and support. Now visualize this intense glowing light as if you had a mini sun at your heart center. Imagine that this light is emitting an energy just like the sun, but this energy is whatever you need it to be. If you choose acceptance, then at your heart center right now is a glowing ball of energy filled with acceptance, filled to the brim, so that with each inhale, this ball is growing bigger, wider, stronger. And with each exhale, this energy is flowing throughout your body, starting at the heart center and moving out to your fingertips, your toes, your nose, the crown of your head. And maybe you've come up with a little resistance here. Maybe there's a part of your body that feels unwilling to accept this energy, this light. And know that that's okay. That over time, this energy inside you is so strong, so abundant, that it will eventually help you release any tension, any darkness. So that all you have to do is trust in your own breath, your own energy and strength from within. And this can be hard, to trust yourself, to believe in yourself. And so if it doesn't feel right today, that's okay. Just try. Just by creating that intention, one day it will happen.
Let's take one last breath together here. Exhale, empty out the lungs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale however you like. You can choose to stay where you are. If you'd like to come up to seated to end practice, slowly roll onto one side. Push yourself up. Bring your heart, hands to heart center. And honor yourself today. Thank yourself for doing this, for taking the time, for your body, for your mind. I thank you so much for joining me today in practice and hope to see you again soon.